पारुल यूनिवर्सिटी के प्लेसमेंट्स का कोई रिप्लेसमेंट नहीं, इसलिए टॉप कंपनीज की फर्स्ट चॉइस। आप तो समझ ही गए होंगे। Join Parul University, Vadodara, Gujarat.
Today we bring you a story that cuts deep into the heart of the nation. A story of grief, outrage, and a stark reminder of the diplomatic complexities that surround us, even in such difficult moments. Just days after the horrific terror attack in Pahalgam, where 26 innocent lives were cut short by terrorism, the world has responded. Some with solidarity, some with caution. But one country's response has left many here in India both furious and unsurprised. China, our frenemy across the Himalayas, has chosen to walk a tightrope yet again, this time firmly leaning towards Pakistan. Let's take you through what exactly China has said and, more importantly, why. In a carefully worded statement, Chinese Foreign Ministry Wang Yi spoke to his Pakistani counterpart, Ishaqdar. Wang Yi said, and I quote, "China is closely following the development of the current situation after the Pahalgam attack and supports an impartial investigation into the incident." Now, at first glance, this might sound diplomatic. A call for an impartial investigation? Reasonable enough, you might say. But listen closer to the rest of his message. Wang Yi went on to express China's full support for Pakistan in safeguarding its sovereignty and security interests. He further added, as a staunch friend and all-weather strategic partner, China fully understands Pakistan's reasonable security concerns. Reasonable security concerns, support for sovereignty and security interests at a time when India is mourning the deaths of its citizens, at a time when a Pakistan-backed terror outfit has already claimed responsibility for this brutal massacre. China's message has been clear. It's standing shoulder to shoulder with Pakistan. And it's asking both sides, India and Pakistan, to exercise restraint. And it raises two very important fundamental questions. First, why is China backing Pakistan so openly, even in the face of terror? Second, what does this mean for India-China relations going forward? Let's answer the first question. Why is China doing this? That too very openly. The answer is a bit complicated, but not at all surprising. China and Pakistan describe their relationship as an all-weather strategic partnership. In simple words, it's a marriage of convenience built on a shared rivalry against India. For China, Pakistan is more than a neighbor. It is a buffer, a counterweight, a partner in China's long-term strategy to contain Indian influence, not just in South Asia, but globally. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, part of China's ambitious Belt and Road initiatives, runs through Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, territory that India rightfully claims as its own. So supporting Pakistan is not just emotional for China. It's a financial and strategic investment. Because a weak and dependent Pakistan suits China's designs far better than an isolated one. China's repeated blocking of India's effort to designate Pakistani terrorists at the United Nations is another example. Time and again, China has shielded terrorists with blood on their hands, simply to protect its proxy ally, Pakistan. And this time too, when Pakistan stands cornered after the Pahalgam attack, China has chosen loyalty over morality. Basically, China did not miss on the opportunity in joining hands with Pakistan against India. But what about the second question? What does this mean for India-China bilateral relationships? The truth is, this latest episode not only adds fuel to an already simmering fire, Post Galwan, trust between India and China has been at historic lows. Diplomatic talks have continued, trade ties remain strong, but make no mistake, politically and militarily, relations are deeply strained. China's open support for Pakistan after the Pahalgam attack will only and only harden India's view. It will strengthen voices in India that have long argued that China cannot be trusted to act in good faith. China today wants to project itself as a responsible global power. Yet, its actions portray a very different truth, that of a country willing to overlook terror, shield its proxies, and play a dangerous game with the lives of innocent people. Over the past few days, Jaishankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have spoken to several world leaders. The world leaders have condemned the attack and expressed solidarity with India, except China. China's support is only and only giving more voice to Pakistan and its terror groups. And India, a nation that has borne the brunt of terrorism for decades, will not forget this betrayal lightly. As we grieve for the lives lost in Pahalgam, we also confront a larger and harsher reality. We live in a neighborhood where strategic interests often trump basic human decency, where alliances are forged not on principles but on opportunism, where even the deaths of innocents can be spun into a cold, calculated diplomacy. India will respond to this tragedy, as it always has, with resilience, with strength, and with an unshakable commitment to safeguard its people. And it will navigate these turbulent waters, knowing full well who its true friends are and who are merely wolves in the diplomatic clothing.